Hi guys, it's Chrissie with Chrissie's Divine Design Tarot, and we are doing a full moon reading for on the 14th of June. Alright, let's get started. What do we need to know for the full moon? Don't forget to set some intentions and manifest on the full moon to get started with your endeavors that you want to have happen for your life. And think big. Don't go small, you know? Go big or go home. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh, I like it. All right. I'm just going to kind of pick those up like this. It says choose wisely, okay? Open your heart chakra. Oh, firm foundation. Nice. And authority. Okay, so I have the number 7444. So triple fours. You can also look up 444, 4448. Okay. We have material harvest. We have triumph, and we have fulfillment of wishes. Holy hell! Woo! That's like holy. I like it. We do have emotional withdrawal here, so that could be what you're facing right now, I'm feeling. And what the spirits, okay, and authority, your spirit guides, I kind of feel with this card, is coming through to say, you know, you need to get out more, okay? You're going to have that firm foundation. Open up your heart chakra. Don't be afraid, okay? Even though you're emotionally withdrawn from maybe even life at this point because of, well, for Canada, it's coming into spring and summer's coming in with June. So July, August is summer for us. June, July, August. So even though it hasn't been great weather, you need to get out. You know, you're going to have a choice to make. And it's going to affect your material harvest, but you are going to triumph over this. You're going to choose, and if you don't choose right, it doesn't matter because it's a chance to learn something about yourself, right? And just remember, that's what it's about. It's not about anybody else. Nobody else is living your life, right? It's only you living it. You make your own choices. By giving other people a say in your life, you're giving away your power, okay? You choose for you. You know what you feel. They don't know what you feel unless you tell them, but that's none of their business. Work that out with God. Don't worry about anyone else. Should be God, you, okay? And then other people, okay? Okay? Even if you're in a relationship, don't forget, some people lose themselves in their person they're with, and they don't remember who they are. They lose who they are in the process because they didn't take enough time for themselves, have that self-care for themselves, and having that relationship with God. Okay? So we also have numbers 9798. Okay? And you can Google that on angel numbers, and it will come up with a message that you possibly need to hear. Okay? Let's see. We're going to go into the stars and the moon, and which one is this again? This one is yeah, this one I like. It's just neat little sayings there, but it references to the heavens or the spiritual realms. Okay, let's see. What do we have for the full moon reading? What is the message for the collective for the full moon? Okay, the storyteller, intentions. I am the narrator of my life. It doesn't say I'm the narrator for anyone else's life. It's the narrator of your life, your own life, my life. So I am the narrator of my own life, okay? So keep that in mind. You are your own storyteller. You have to dig deep down. What do you want in your lifetime? You only get one, right? How much time do you have left, right? You can measure that on a measuring stick even, you know, and see where you sit, right? Depending on how old you are. And expectancy life is usually around 80 before it starts to go downhill for some, right? And some people make it far greater than that. But what I'm getting at is how much quality time do you have left before, you know what I'm saying? To do all those things that you wanted to do in your life, travel or whatever it is. Have more time with your kids or your grandkids or whatever it is, right? Your great grandkids. It depends how old you are and what you want in your life. You could be 18, 19 years old and go, oh, I got a whole lifetime. Well, we don't know when we go, right? That part we don't know. Let's see. Quippius? I'm not working this out very well. The Seer Visionary. I chart the stars, signs, and symbols to craft magic. Okay, so that to me is like a psychic. Somebody that sees symbols and numbers or letters in their mind's eye. And if you take a pen and you actually scribble or write and get into that tapping in sense, sometimes you don't know what's going to come out. It might be a message, and it could just be to keep you in that state where you have letters, numbers, and those are things that are code, because that's how they communicate, because it's consciousness, right? It's energy that we communicate. You might even see them in orbs, right? Pictures with orbs, little white circles floating. You've probably seen them on some of the videos that I've seen. They'll all of a sudden see something go across the screen, right? So, yeah. And that's going to help you figure out maybe even some of what they're trying to tell you, okay? The inner temple, life's lessons. Now this is good because everything is a life lesson, okay? And it's not about it's about what you learn yourself about yourself. It's not about what other people do to you, right? I mean, you learn to recognize that behavior when you meet someone that has that same type of behavior. You're able to steer clear of them, and spirit or God or whatever you want to say, I'm going to keep it at spirit, will bring people around like that just to see if you've learned, okay? To learn that lesson. Did you learn it? Okay? The inner temple life lessons. I go within my shadow for deep spiritual growth. And that could be this is referencing the dark night of the soul. So this is about looking at what you've been pulling behind you for however many years, okay? Looking deep into it. What is the cause? What's holding me back? Why am I feeling like this? Can I let this go? How can I let it go? Cry it out, yell, scream, do whatever you have to do to work through that. Go to a therapist, talk about it, get it out in the open, feel it, let it go, okay? The aquamarine star expression. I express my intuition with self-confidence and love, okay? Now, depending where you're at, okay, if you're struggling with grief or whatever, I mean, ask for help with that, right? But express, that's where it comes into, is your intuition is all about love. And if you don't love yourself, it's going to be hard to tap into that intuition unless you have gifts and stuff. And I mean, even then, love is the highest frequency there is, okay? So, in all reality, having that open heart love for all things is what's really going to help you tap into that. And by wearing aquamarine jewelry or having that stone with you is going to help you with that, with your intuition. But you really need to have that self-care, that self-love to build that confidence, okay? The morning star, radiance. I shoot for the stars. Radiance is my birthright. And this is like a picture of a warrior. So know that you have the strength to get you through just about anything, okay? You have to believe in yourself, though. And don't let anyone make you doubt yourself. Nobody has the power over you that way, okay? And try to remember that. And if there are people like that around you, cut them out of your life. Go the other way. Go see someone else. Make new friends. Really, find your tribe. The Father of the Sky, God, okay. I release the weight of the world from my shoulders. God wants you to live your best life, okay? That's what he's wanting for you, okay? Not to be depressed and have these awful feelings and whatever else, you know. He really wants you to have a good life. He wants you to manifest, and it's all about your perspective on things, okay? Let's see. Let's keep going. I feel like I'm preaching and I don't like doing that. But what I'm telling you is really good information, really. And I mean, it might help somebody there. Whoa. Hello. Your dreams need a practical plan. This is when you're manifesting. In order to have them come to fruition, you're going to need to have it be a practical plan that you can actually set in motion and have steps to completing, okay? If you don't have a plan to it and you just say, oh yeah, I want this, I'm moving towards it, but if there's no steps to follow after that to get to an end result, it's not going to go anywhere, okay? Maybe even put a timeline on it. Or maybe even just say, I'm gonna do these things, and each month this is what I'm going to accomplish. Or as I go, these are the things I'm gonna get done. Or things along those lines, you know? That's a lot, but that's okay. We'll just go with it. Expect powerful change. That's awesome. New moon and eclipse and the full moon in Taurus with your dreams need a practical plan. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Okay, so that's kind of like that baggage, you know, those limiting beliefs of what you're capable of. It's limitless. You're a limitless being. Your energy. Think of yourself as just a white outline of a body with no gender, okay, and as energy, okay. That's what you are. You're just energy. If you want to put it in a person form, that's fine, but you're an energy source, okay? And look at it as a sense of energy and consciousness. Your memories are what you're going to take with you. So make sure you spend that time with your family. You know, make sure you do those, because those people in your life that mean a lot to you, they could be, may not even be blood people that you really relate to, you know? So really form those connections. Have those great moments, because those are what you take with you, right? Nothing will come of the situation. So depending on what situation you're in, Void of course moon. Okay, so it's kind of like being in a void. And that is the hardest part, is because it's like no time's going by. It just seems like there's no sense of time, no sense of look up void in it'll help you, spiritual void, and that will help you explain that kind of what that means. Okay, prosperity lies ahead. So some things need to be worked out here, some fears, and when you go through that, there is a part that some people go through the void. Okay, and that's part of a journey to spirituality in a sense. There's steps to it, you know. I don't know how else to put that. Let's see what else. Be bold and make the first move. So having that practical plan, having your intentions, having your manifestation, writing it all out of your practical plan on the steps you're going to move. Like for me, my plan was I'm going to learn tarot. I'm going to take a course. I'm going to start my business within a year, which I did. And I'm going to know that it's a slow process to getting monetized. It's going to take some time. I've got to have good content. I got to have good messages that come through. Okay? And I'm going to build it. And I'm going to try different things until I find my niche. Okay? Communication is the key. All right. New moon in Gemini. So, communicating those messages was really important for me, and that was part of my plan. I wanted to help people because spirituality really helped me. And when I started watching tarot, when I was at my lowest point, okay, I started watching tarot, and it helped build me up to things I realized about myself, my situation, and what I wanted to do to change that. Nobody's going to come along and change it for you, okay? It's on you. We are all responsible for our own lives, and taking that responsibility on what we're going to do with our life is on us, no one else. We don't find happiness in someone else. You have to make your own happiness within yourself. That's no one else's burden to put on someone else, to have them make you happy. That's not their burden to carry, right? So, and it shouldn't be for anyone putting that on you, right? Everybody has to walk their own walk on their own 2 feet. Let's see, the sacred union. Wow. Partnership and romance. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, let's see. The Sun Dancers. I like this. Joyful activity, celebration of life, abundance. Hot dang. Ew, I like it. So, not only a sacred union, but a very playful celebration and abundance. Wow. And on this card, they're like dancing in the air. Right on, with all this gold underneath. It looks like, that's cool. I like that. The Keeper of the Scales. Fairness and balance. See, and that's the hugest part, you know. Being able to balance your work with your personal life. That's tough to do sometimes, but that's where you have your stuff for yourself, and your person has the stuff for themselves, and there should be that trust between the two, that if they're not with you, they're not with other people that are going to be romantically involved with them. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be that really sacred union, like you're both on the same page, and you're gonna know when you meet this person. It's very sacred, and you're gonna see it for what it is. It's not gonna be any confusion around it. It's gonna be clear as day. The Diamond Dreamer. Material wealth and true prosperity. I like this for you. I like this deck. It's very positive. I really enjoy the artwork on it. Is pretty amazing. Like this card here, it looks pretty cool. You can see her wings in the clouds. So, oh, wow. Okay, we're going to just do a real quick tarot because this is what I'm about. I love the tarot. I like the oracle cards too, don't get me wrong. Like, they're nice messages that come out. But I do really like having a bit of tarot in with it. And I've been actually trying to get these to be less time. Go figure. Oh, the High Priestess. I like it. So there's that intuition, okay? You're going to pick up on who's good for you and who isn't. But you have to trust yourself, okay? It looks like you might have wrapped something up already, like an ending, okay? And then somebody's coming in. Yeah, when one door closes, a new one opens, right? So let's see. Yeah, somebody was stabbing you in the back, it looks like. Maybe even for money with the Seven of Pentacles here. You're looking at your future here. Ah. Somebody commented, "You're always throwing them on the floor, girl." Okay, I'm guilty. But guess what was landed on the floor? It's a new beginning. It's a risk taker. Somebody that's willing to take that leap of faith. Okay? For that sacred union, perhaps, eh? I can't make this shit up. Yeah, for that sacred union. That love. Yeah. The partnership with the romance. It's all about the love, baby. Right? Alright. Be careful that it's not just here for a good time, not for a long time. Okay, use that intuition. I think that's why we have the High Priestess here. So you're going to be able to weed these guys out or girls out who's good for you. Okay? You'll know. And maybe you don't want to be married. Maybe you want to just see and date and see who you are compatible with. And Queen of Pentacles is here. Somebody you don't even see. Might be at a celebration. Wow, we have a Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles here with a victory. Somebody's mad about it. They wanted to give you an offer. There's two people that wanted to give you an offer. They see you as very, the Nine of Cups, so very loving, very confident in yourself. You have 9 cups already. You're just looking for that last cup of love, right? Somebody's going to try fighting for it. They don't want to juggle anything. There's going to be some fighting over it, over you, like competition possibly, and there's going to be people out in the cold. Somebody's going to maybe even try to get in between your relationships. There's 4 people coming in here. Somebody's not telling the truth. You do find the right person, though, with the 10 of Cups. You get that last cup. So, you might have to go through a few people to find the one. Okay? But keep in mind, each one is a lesson, right? And you learn something about yourself in the process. And just remember, Spirit likes to throw that curveball in there. Just to see if you're paying attention, right? So, but I'm going to leave it there. I think, yeah, it's already been 24 minutes, so. Alright, 24:44, so, alright. Alright, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.